On an open field, a man drags a woman as they run for their lives, but suddenly, not long earlier, the woman wakes up from what feels like a dream. She realizes something is stuffed inside her mouth. She reaches up to feel it. There's even a lock sealing it shut. Panicked, she stumbles out of the woods and discovers everyone around her is in the same situation. In the center of the field sits a large wooden crate. All eyes turn toward it, but no one dares to approach. Suddenly, a man in a hat steps forward. He grabs a tool lying nearby and starts prying the crate open. The others scatter in fear. Within moments, the crate pops open. A small pig suddenly runs out, and inside, rows of weapons. Everyone rushes forward, grabbing whatever weapon they can. The woman spots a paper bag on a wooden plank. Inside, there's a key. She calls over a short-haired man and unlocks the device from his mouth. Soon, everyone starts helping each other. Before long, the locks are off. Just as they're trying to understand what's happening, a gunshot echoes through the field. Two people dive for cover. One woman is shot and drops instantly. The man scrambles out of sight. Another man, holding two pistols, charges toward the gunfire. Seconds later, he's taken down. Terrified, a woman runs into the woods, only to fall straight into a hidden trap. A man pulls her back up, but then steps on a landmine. The remaining survivors sprint deeper into the forest. They throw clothes over a barbed wire fence and climb over. The last person starts climbing and is pierced by an arrow. An older man fires blindly into the woods, but an arrow strikes his neck. The remaining three finally reach a convenience store. Inside, they find only an elderly couple. One of them grabs the phone to call for help, but mid-sentence, a woman beside him collapses, foaming at the mouth. When he turns back, the couple is already wearing gas masks. They toss a gas canister. He tries to fight back, but the old man shoots him. Just like that, all three are eliminated. A woman's voice crackles over the radio. The couple proudly reports their success. The voice tells them a new target is approaching. Soon, a calm woman walks in. Pretending to shop, she suddenly takes down the shop owner. Then she pulls a shotgun from beneath the counter and fires, killing the old man. The shop owner tries to beg for mercy, but the woman shows no hesitation and pulls the trigger. It turns out this entire game was organized by a group of wealthy elites. They used poor people as bait, all for their own twisted entertainment. There were 12 civilians in total. Now, only a handful are still alive, and the woman is one of them. She grabs a shotgun and steps out of the convenience store. A car is parked not far away. She plans to escape with it, but underneath the car, it's rigged with explosives. Suddenly, the radio crackles to life. She quickly hides in the nearby woods. Moments later, a drone appears overhead. Then it explodes mid-air. A heavy-set man shot it down. He's about to drive off, but the woman steps out of the bushes and stops him. She tells him the car is wired with bombs. Realizing they've both been hunted, they decide to trust each other. They follow the railroad tracks toward the edge of the forest. She feels vibrations on the tracks. A train is coming. They sprint forward. At the perfect moment, she jumps onto the moving train, then grabs the heavyset man and pulls him up too. Just as they finally breathe, they notice dozens of people hiding behind cargo crates. They're undocumented migrants. But the heavyset man shows open disgust toward them. He starts ranting loudly. Suddenly, the train comes to a stop. Soldiers board the train and order them off. The heavyset man explains they were kidnapped. The officers don't care. Then, one of the migrants approaches him. He admits he's actually working with the elites, disguised as a refugee to hunt escapees, but things spiraled out of control. Now he wants to team up and escape. The heavyset man explodes with rage. He tackles him to the ground and shoves a grenade into his pocket. Soon after, the woman is taken to a refugee camp. There, she reunites with a white-bearded older man who also escaped. He says he contacted their embassy, and sure enough, embassy officials arrive. They're escorted out of the camp. On the way, the driver talks non-stop, asking strange questions. The woman grows suspicious. She grips the handle tightly, then suddenly attacks, killing the driver. She opens the trunk and finds the heavyset man inside. Inside, there's a map revealing the elite's compound. She hesitates, drive away and survive, or go back and fight. After a brief exchange, they make their choice. They're going straight to the source. Inside a hidden bunker, a group of wealthy elites are casually chatting. Suddenly, a woman storms in with a gun. The rich scatter in pure panic. The woman snatched a man's gun and promptly sent him to meet his maker. An arrow suddenly lands beside her. She glances back, and in a flash, she's right next to him. She grabs the arrow and drives it straight into him. She rolls across the floor, picks up a sniper rifle, and takes out another target. She moves to the window and shoots down a billionaire trying to escape. As she turns around, a huge man tackles her. She fights him off, rips down a steel pipe from above, and knocks him out cold with a brutal combo. Then Old White walks in. As they talk, the radio suddenly crackles. A voice asks, "Is the woman taken care of?" That instantly catches her attention. Old White tries to explain, but she shoots him before he can finish. Following the address, she tracks down the mastermind's mansion. The woman inside tells her to drop the gun or she'll detonate a grenade. She has no choice but to comply. The iron gate slowly opens. Behind it stands a curly-haired woman, the true mastermind. She reveals the truth. A year ago, someone in their private group joked about hunting ordinary people. The joke got leaked. Their reputations and fortunes took a massive hit, so they decided to retaliate. They selected 12 outspoken online critics to become hunting targets. She insists she's not one of them. She's a former soldier. It's probably just a name mix-up, but the mastermind doesn't buy it. That's when she snaps. She grabs a kitchen knife and charges. Both women are highly trained. The fight is vicious and relentless, but she's just a little better. After a brutal showdown, she kills the mastermind. Then she changes into her clothes, takes the hunting dog, boards the private jet, and steps into a life of wealth and luxury.